Story of Dashy? Alright, let's see.
1,184 days.
This
the
guy's
length
a
of time
dumb
between Grand and Dashy Hotel's
God
first
damn!
and second major Call of Duty event victories. When young talent bursts emphatically onto the scene with an MVP trophy, continued dominance is the expectation.
This vid is
but this
dope.
star's
Alright, let's
career
see.
quickly took a turn for the worse.
Let's see.
This is the story of Dashy, hero to zero, and the long road back to
Bro,
hero once more.
I'm Brandon's worst nightmare. He knows. Bro, that just blew my eardrums out. That just
It
blew
was
my
2017,
fucking eardrums out.
And Dashy was looking to transition from competitive sniper to making a name in the search and destroy scene.
Holy shit.
After reaching out to already renowned S&D
Oh my
kid
God.
Illy on Twitter and being egoed a fair few
God
times,
damn.
Dashy finally got his shot to play with the
Holy
big boys.
God.
And his talent was immediately
Oh my. Oh,
recognized.
this was dope.
Did you tweet it out or he hit you up?
I tweeted out that I needed people, but like he just like I egoed him a few times, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like
You gotta check them. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
because and then after like he hit me up and I'm like, all right, let's play with them, you know. And like he came out like beaming, like he came out different at tournament.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this guy's nasty.
Dashy was actually slightly older than the cream of the S&D crop at
2017,
the time,
18.
beating Illy, Simp and
2017.
Selim to his 18th birthday, enabling him to compete in the official
was I?
Call of Duty circuit.
15.
Known by professional players primarily for his reputation for playing with Illy, he was just old enough to compete in the last chance qualifier for the 2017 World Championship. But few were interested in his services, believing the skill he displayed online was only possible with a keyboard.
Like Ricky got dropped over Cloud9, I got dropped on EG, Dashy just turned 18 and people were saying he was a keyboarder, and Donnie...
Straight Rippin', a team of misfits, decided to give Dashy a chance. And it didn't take him long to
Stream. Pemby on Amity. Pemby. He played for Panda as well. He won all my locals with Simp. Like when I was like 14 and shit.
prove his worth.
No one knows
Oh,
about
I thought
him.
Ricky was
Shout
going to be
out
the one to
Pemby.
engage, but Dashy snaps back all three. Give the man back-to-back aces. Middle lane, 3 kills already. There's the final one, 17-3. Get him out of here.
A standout 17-3 S&D performance helped secure World Championship qualification, where he finished a respectable top 16, taking the scalps of Tainted Minds and Evil Geniuses along the way.
Straight Rippin'. That's like a fire name for an org. Straight Rippin'. That's like a fire org name. Damn. Damn. Damn.
Proving his worth on a multitude
here
of roles,
he
Dashy was
fucking
acquired by
is.
Generals Enigma 6 going into the World War II season,
Oh yeah, this guy didn't give
but
a fuck.
fails to
He just wanted
qualify
my
for
card.
Stage 1 of the 2018 Pro League, despite performing far beyond the level of his teammates. A similar story repeated on Complexity with Study, Fellow and Parasite until April that year, when an opportunity opens up in the professional league. Dropping everyone but their superstar talent, Cole recruited
snipers were
Sensor
dope in that
alongside
game.
Ricky and Blast, formerly of Era Eternity, to inherit the CWL spot the organization was forced out of after failing to honor its commitments to players. Once the pros had a chance to play against Dashy on LAN, his ability was quickly discovered while slotting into an assault rifle role. Former S&D stars often struggle on their transition to the respawn modes, and while his sniper shot was renowned, Dashy did not disappoint elsewhere. Delivering a 1.20 KD over the 120 maps he played in the CWL, including a 1.27 in Search and Destroy, he was rapidly becoming the hottest prospect in the game.
Oh,
Dashy
this
even
game was
tied
so
the
much fun,
all-time
bro.
S&D kill record
I'm not
at
gonna lie,
20,
stream.
but unfortunately, it never made it to broadcast.
I'm not gonna lie,
Especially in
stream.
World War II
That
when I
is
dropped
like
20 game 5. I wish like that whole map was just broadcast.
Yeah, that's typical.
20?
Yeah, when I tied Crim's record.
That's typical.
Yo, it's just M3 with the prime. Appreciate you, bro. I might have already said that, but I just.
With the OpTic Dynasty collapsing during World War II, Formal had left for Luminosity, leaving Scump and Crimsix to build a new roster for Black Ops 4. Looking to young talents to rejuvenate OpTic after a winless previous season, Dashy emerged as a primary target alongside TJ Halley. Bringing back 3-time world champion Karma from his competitive hiatus to round out the squad,
And here they
success
are,
was
the God
immediate
Squad.
and substantial. Despite huge pressure on Dashy to prove he was the real deal on this new generation of the biggest team in COD, he came out the gates hot. The Maddox and Paladin seemed almost tailor-made, and with the tech
ad that I wanna
he
watch.
was all but unstoppable. The Green Wall soon had plenty to cheer for, with Bruce chants echoing around the venue. Dashy explains.
It's like 8 o'clock. Woke up around like 6:45, 7 o'clock. Was not scrimming.
And my voice is like really deep when I wake up, right? But I did my thing, got up, I ate, got on, and then my voice is deep, right? I'm like, yo, it's good, no bullshit. And then Nato was like, what the fuck? Nato is Saints, by the way. He's like, yo, is that Batman? Is that Bruce?
Dashy was the standout player at the game's first event in Las Vegas, posting an outrageous 1.44 KD on OpTic's way back to the top, helping to complete some crazy comebacks along the way.
244. OpTic now, they've got to be perfect. They've got to be perfect.
Avizi's on the hill. He gets a couple more seconds, but OpTic are there. Looking at Specialist, Placer's close. Placer is very close to another Tempest. Dashy able to find one. Finds it! That's a lightning strike as well.
Streaks now in for OpTic.
Are you kidding me?
A team kill does come through, but the lightning strike's gonna follow it up. What can he connect on? It's actually gonna pick up Scrub.
He got two. He got two of his teammates.
Two teammates are gonna drop, but you still have the hero Crimsix inside. His teammates there. They now just need 13 more points. Plenty of time to hold on.
Tempest
running out. The Tempest is in. OpTic Gaming looks like they're gonna do it. It looks like they're gonna do it. 3 seconds remaining. Get off the map. They've done it. The comeback is alive and well.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But 2019 would not go to plan, as OpTic consistently fell short of close rivals 100 Thieves and United, while internal conflict began to develop. After a third place finish at Champs, their third such placement of the season, Crimsix was on his way out, but not without leaving some parting words. He described teaming with Dashy as babysitting, not impressed with his attitude towards practice and improving as a squad.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
Oh, that was really loud again, too.
The entire scene was flipped
That
on
was
its
really
head when
loud, too,
franchising
bro. It's
came
just
into
20
effect ahead
minutes
of the
long.
2020 season. The 12-team Call of Duty League was born. Years of OpTic ownership struggles finally came to a head,
This year he
with
barely
Immortals acquiring the
played.
brand from Infinite Esports, the entity to which OpTic CEO Hex had rescinded majority ownership in 2017. Wanting no part of this OpTic shell, Hex joined NRG as co-CEO, intending to create a new Call of Duty franchise. With all this chaos ongoing behind the scenes, teams were being formed with the arrival of Modern Warfare. While Scump waited for Hex to finalize his deal, Dashy was convinced to stay on the new OpTic Gaming Los Angeles team owned by Immortals, believing that the OpTic core would soon be joining him. By the time Chicago Huntsman was formed, it was too late for Dashy to join Scump and Formal on the NR Green Wall, despite his best attempts for a last-minute trade.
Like, you know what, like, obviously I do want to play for, like, you guys, and then when I found out, like that whole rumor of me trying to get traded it was actually real. Like, I actually...
To compound Dashy's already mounting frustrations, he intended to be the main AR for OGLA's roster, which ended up featuring Slasher, one of the all-time greats in the role. Often forced into an SMG position where he was rarely comfortable, the maturity problems raised by Crimsix began to...
They had him running a
showing up
sub?
late for scrims, barely calling out. Just some of the issues Kenny explained after the season's conclusion.
Bro, they had him running a sub.
Almost like every other day. Probably like a few minutes late, but sometimes it was OD. Now, no cap. Not even capping. Like I said, I still want to play with Teej. But no cap, people show up late. Cool. It got to a point where, like, I personally don't care for it. I'm not, like, big, like, oh my god, like, showing up late, like, what you doing? Like, but Austin and John, Eric, not playing that.
After a series of torrid placings and the worst individual performances of Dashy's career, he was benched by OGLA in early July that season, with former teammate Chino giving lack of effort as the primary driver.
We felt like he wasn't really giving effort in practice.
In spite of his generational talent, external factors had nullified Dashy's impact in 2020. He desperately needed to prove his championship-winning potential once again before the hectic roster change period to follow. Still on the sidelines as OGLA faced Los Angeles Guerrillas at the 2020 World Championship, Kenny began experiencing connection issues associated with an alleged DDoS attack. With no warm-up and barely...
I'm skipping there, going here, chilling there, going there. Let's go.
There it is. The kill
Like,
is
who
in for
cares about
OpTic.
this year? Like, he didn't even play this year. I actually am, bro. It's not, I actually am. They're speaking fast as shit.
Black Ops Cold War signaled the return to 4-player rosters in competitive. As Arcetes and Procini departed the Huntsman, a spot became available for a flex player alongside Scump, Formal, and Envoy, for which Dashy was the obvious target. Rebranding to OpTic Chicago after Hex reclaimed ownership of the OpTic branding from Immortals, the team started out hot. Dashy quickly returned to superstar form in the early XM4 meta, only losing
guy
to the
loved this
year's
gun.
dominant Team Atlanta FaZe during
This guy
Stage
actually
1.
loved this gun, I swear.
Despite frequently impressing during the group
I remember
stages,
playing this dumb
OpTic
fuck in this
consistently
game using
fails
this
to
shit.
make waves on tournament weekends. Placing 4th on 3 occasions, top 6
Fucking
twice,
flashbang.
and 3rd only once, Dashy's team did not even make a single Grand Finals appearance all year. While the slaying power was evident, clutch factor and good fundamentals routinely fell short. Questions were already being raised around Dashy, now winless for approaching 3 years. Former teammate Crimsix made his opinion clear. Dashy should have been a top 5 player, but he did not play the game the correct way, prioritizing kills over team success.
I think if Dashy played the right way, he could be top 5. In my eyes, Brandon lost his team more maps than he won his team maps.
Playstyle was far from the only problem discussed. After Envoy departed the roster, he revealed OpTic's work ethic held them back from cracking the top teams. Explaining how certain teammates slept in late and lacked passion, he didn't mention Dashy by name, but many read between the lines.
Who specifically cared less, if you don't mind me asking?
Alright, dude. Back to challengers with you, man. Person. It's everyone, dude. It was everyone.
Here's Dill.
Speaking, we had
Dill's yapping.
very bad teamwork, super inconsistent.
Dill's yapping.
To add on that, like I mentioned, like Draws really having a lot of passion. I think we didn't have enough passion this year. From all of us, myself included. I'm not throwing that on anyone specific.
You know.
I chalked a lot of scrims last year because teammates did not sleep. Not even go to sleep, or went to sleep at 5 a.m. and then I'm an hour late, or I'm chalking the whole first set. You're chalking both sets. And
Dashy responded with a cheeky quip at the time, but Scump recently confirmed that Dashy was indeed the chief time torcher.
Really?
Yeah. Last year, oh my god, I couldn't pay him to be on time.
Yeah.
I couldn't give him an extra 20 grand a month to be on time.
If Dashy wanted to get back to the top, he would have to turn a corner fast. Talent alone is insufficient in such a competitive
you
league.
sleeping in?
If he couldn't mature
Yes,
quickly,
the
his
fuck
days
you
representing
are.
OpTic were numbered.
I will give him respect though. Brandon has been way better this year. I can remember probably one time this year that he was about 30 minutes late, but that's not gonna happen again. That's not gonna happen again. I swear to God.
Another new season, another new drama with OpTic on an organizational level. Splitting from NRG, OpTic combined with Envy in an earth-shattering move in the esports landscape. This initiated a merge between OpTic Chicago and the Dallas Empire. OpTic
KR3, appreciate it. 4 months.
2020 MVP Shotzi and Dashy's old master Illy joined the roster in a shake-up that could have seen Empire's Crimsix come along for the ride. But the new duo were more bullish on Dashy's potential as the main AR. New coach Rambo explains.
And yeah, like kind of what Seth said at the start, it was kind of supposed to be the 3 of us and then Seth. And then a lot of things happened last year with Porter on the team that weren't the ideal, I'd say, in some ways. One with Porter last year that didn't really go through again. And that's when the decision was made to kind of like move forward and have Seth. And then obviously Brandon, great player, great mind, and everyone was super excited about having him on board. And things are where
Tyler 1, I haven't watched Tyler 1.
Start. Things looking good.
Yeah, things are looking good.
Now competing in the hard-working, regimented structure that Rambo, Illy, and
Can you turn it
Shotzi
up?
are
Yeah.
known for, Dashy was more determined than ever to
I had to
turn
lower
his
it because
career
whatever
around.
was in the beginning of this video was
Sounds
so
super
loud.
Cliche, but I just want to be the best teammate and the best player I can be for my teammates right now. Just because this team has been the team that I've been the closest to pretty much ever, like I've ever had out of any team. I just want to win with these guys. This is like a group of guys that I want to go for it all with. So as of now, I just want to win for OpTic. Because winning for OpTic, I've done it once, and it's something that I'll truly never forget. So I'm just trying to do that again.
On paper, this OpTic roster arguably harbored the most talent since the Dynasty, and early online performances showed their elite potential. With Rambo not afraid to dish out fines for late appearances, Dashy's attitude was quickly back on track. His newfound maturity was followed by an improved playstyle, coupled with a revitalized willingness to win at all costs. Scump was even surprised at the rapidity of his rejuvenation.
Well, I had faith in him. Obviously, I mean, we wouldn't have brought him back to the team if we didn't have complete faith in him to be focused. And I had complete faith in him. And he's honestly surprised me because I thought it was going to be more of a process, like a longer, like just like a longer period, but he like instantly matured.
Yeah, man,
instantly.
I'm not giving him a chance, to be honest.
No,
I'm
but
not giving him a chance
he's
to be
actually
off the ball.
he's been on top of his shit.
However, success did not come easily. Following a surprising defeat to fierce rivals LA Thieves at the CDL's Kickoff Classic, OpTic suffered 2 shock Game 5 Round 11 losses to London and Minnesota. Serving merely to light a fire under the team, OpTic bounced back emphatically, beating Paris, Boston and Toronto with a 9-1 combined map count. Arriving at their home Major 1 firmly among the pack of favourites, they would need more than just crowd support to take the crown. Quickly dispatching of Seattle Surge, OpTic faced 2021 World Champions Atlanta FaZe on the main stage. Down 2-0 within 30 minutes, former lineups would have crumbled, but a dominant Dashy performance on Tuscan Control opened the door to the reverse sweep.
Trying to lock it up. It looks like they're trying to line up nades as Dashy's lining up shots. Bruce heating up. For Glide. 6 in a row. Glide looming. Can he find it? He's got eyes on, but said vicious shots. Just trying to finish it. And it's one of the tougher kills in the game, but he's able to gun set.
I think you hold it right now. I mean, they have the advantage. Really, what you're trying to do here, if you're OpTic,
Get very similar.
and this is not an easy map with the auto.
It doesn't matter what he has, Joe. It's 9 in a row.
The wind in their sails, OpTic rolled through FaZe with aplomb, dispatching them 6-0 in Game 5. Dashy didn't hesitate to let them know.
It's Shotzi as well. Zeldo.
The auto is so fun to use.
Trying to give them the main advantage. Nobody on the defuse as RC is going to have to check it. And on the
These guns were
peak,
balanced, bro. These guns were both
Now
insane.
you're looking at Simp working through the middle of the map. He's giving the call outs.
No.
And find the kill.
Maybe a little bit nervous right now. It's
They
on
got
to
into
the
the
foul.
I don't know. It is so close.
Got it. I don't know.
We gotta go to the bomb. Show the bomb.
Show me the bomb.
Show me the bomb.
Wait, did you get it? It's done. It's done. OpTic with the reverse sweep.
Talk to me, Miles.
You're looking like one of the most dangerous players on Tuscan right now. How the hell do you do it?
I don't know. I think I just worked the angles good. I don't know. I got a good vibe on that map.
Guys, too trolly.
We'll try to keep it going.
Too trolly.
It was an unbelievable run, man. I mean, you're looking vintage form out there. You're looking like new levels every day. It is just it's incredible to watch. How's the practice been coming in the event?
Yeah, my teammates just make my job like super easy. I mean, I have 3 of the best players in the game, so it's just a matter of me just watching over them, picking up the right cuts, rotating, and having some good vibes. Have some fun along the way.
The job was not yet complete.
Job's not finished.
But a 3-1 triumph over London set up OpTic's first grand final in well over a year. A rematch with FaZe beckoned, which would put a slight dent in Dashy's ridiculous 1.44 KD heading into the finals. A back-and-forth affair spanning 7 maps, OpTic's respawn play was on another level, while their search and destroy remained as disciplined as many OpTic fans have ever seen it. Glory once more for the Green Wall. Dashy back on top after almost 4 years.
First blood. Now the 3 remaining members of OpTic have to now contend with the full might of FaZe. With Shotzi! What was that angle? The bomb doesn't get planted! Scumpy flies in! Shotzi on the outside! Abizi the last one up! And it's Dashy!
Granted the MVP awards to boot, Dashy's resurrection arc was complete. Engrossed in a culture able to extract the best from his talent, with a mindset finally honed for success, OpTic Texas will be tough to beat with Dashy holding the line. Can he maintain this level? How long will he take to win another championship? The next chapter is yet to be written.
Why does it have to get so loud?
This documentary was made possible by Prize Picks, the home of daily fantasy.
And we plug it.
So using the link in the description box
And
below,
we plug it.
use code BreakingPoint to let them know we sent
Oh man,
you.
that guy's a beast, dude. Nice.